Welcome, everyone, to another wonderful episode of Deliberations with Sonya. And I'm your girl, Sonya. And today is part two of our three-part series involving why are Black women single. And in this part two, it's entitled Empowering Black Men to Support Black Women. Now, before I say what we're going to be doing, I'm going to need y'all to subscribe, share, do all of that on YouTube, or if you're listening to your podcast, make sure that you do that, because as we are growing the channel, it's just a lot of people need to hear this. Anyway, let's jump right into it. Okay. So we finished off part one last week talking about how women are Black women, for everybody from another race, culture, nationality is listening to this. It's specific. However, men are men and women are women. Okay. There's no set. Okay. So roll with it if you want to learn something. Anyway, so what the issue is, I was talking about how women and on some of these channels and some of these shows, women are just stereotyping, and just the way you've got these angry men acting as if Black women have showed up and tried to clip their little poo-poos off. And that's not the case. That is not the case. So I'm going to tell you what this is. We're going to discuss, as we discuss empowering Black men, I want to discuss how our men are misunderstood by us and everybody else. Okay? However, I also want to discuss how we as a people and men, you need to accept responsibility for the things that you do that destroys your families. Let's just keep it real, okay? Women do things too. However, we have to look at holistically, right? And when I say holistically, I mean we have to look at how we got here, right? How did this stuff even start happening? Okay? And so we don't need a history lesson. I talked about some of that in the last episode. But we do need to recognize that we have both been victimized as Black men and Black women in the United States of America. We've been victimized. We got trauma love. We got trauma bonds. Our poor little babies. And we the babies of the other babies that moved to the north and migrated and all of that. There's just so much. And in case you didn't get your trauma in the turn of the century, the 20s, the 30s, the war, big one, WW2, Vietnam, drugs, the 80s, and all of that. If you didn't get traumatized then, the United States of America got something for you, because they shooting brothers in the streets. They shooting brothers going to work. They shooting people just for walking down the street and being a Black man eating a bag of Skittles with a hoodie on. And I say all that to say, because I do not take what I'm saying as I'm gonna throw this at you. No, I take this is what I'm saying because I love Black men. My first husband, my second husband, Black men. I'm raising two Black boys. They're not boys, they grown ups now. Anyway, yeah. Yeah. 26 and 28. Yeah, that's grown. They grown, but they don't act like it. But anyway, the point is, we have to look at how to keep our family strong. We have to look at what we're doing that has hindered this. Now, I'm going to go on and say that I'm preparing for this. I did listen to this one video because this guy was on my nerve. He was very condescending. He talked about Black women as if we were just jailers in a prison system or something. Okay. And I'm going to say he was in his mid to late 40s. Could have been in his 50s. I don't even know. But he looked like mid to late 40s. The point is, this gentleman was going on and on as if Black women were making him respect us, making him love us, making him provide for us, making him be worthy of our love. If I would have been able to call into that place, I'd have been like, let me tell you something, boo. This is what you need to realize. I know it's women out here, they gonna listen to that and amen it all up and down the timeline like these people doing. But you need to learn, boo. Ain't nobody got to make you love them. Bye. And as Black women, we need to realize that is a huge problem in our community. You can't make nobody love you. You can't. It's not going to work. I'm going to tell you like my daddy told me. It's not all the time who you love. It's who love you. Okay? So if you got the big drag, scream, pull somebody along, who got muscles and time for that? Anybody got time for that? And that being the case, you have to think about what you're willing to put up with. And we're all in a grown-up, mature world. So all of this, oh, you're a woman, you need to know your place. No, you're a man, you need to know your place. And your place is supposed to be the head of the household. And I say supposed to be because too many of y'all not stepping up to be that. Now, I'm not hating on you for that because I know that there are so many things in our community that have given rise to such a large number of African Americans, forget it, men, women, and children who are dysfunctional and are, let's just say, exercising their full potential. We're going to get into this in a second. So when I look at it, one of the things the guy was talking about, though, was the divorce rate. And I said I want to stay on task and hit these little things because they are important. So one of the things become a fear, right? So we were really talking about educated, i.e., professional, successful women that are allegedly desirable, right? And I give the air quotes because that's BS. Okay? I put all my alphabets after my name, but not all of them. But I put two the big ones. Cost me almost $200,000 to get those alphabets. So I'm going to write them wherever the hell I want to. Anyway, the point is this. Just because as a woman you have achieved a certain amount of success in your business, a certain amount of success in your career, as Black women, we have to realize we can't just poo-poo men in our community because they haven't attained the same level that we have attained. We just can't do that. Okay? And I will talk to y'all in another video about that because this ain't about y'all, this is about the men. So let's get back to the men. Men have a sense of rejection and abandonment. Now, I'm going to say I had to learn these things, but it wasn't too hard to learn because my mom and dad were together forever of my life. But I am aware and cognizant that in my community, in my neighborhood, it was a lot of single parent households. And I used to feel like, shoot, they got it going on. Because they can do it. everything, okay? I couldn't do nothing. My parents was everywhere. It was like Spider-Man. I tried to cut school downtown on Public Square with some friends. Here come my dad at work, riding around, checking on his workers. Like, Sonya, I'm like, oh, we on a field trip, Dad. Anyway, I digress. The point is, you have to look at it. There's so many people for various reasons that go around racism and entitlements and etc. that didn't grow up with two parents. And I actually used to say to myself, I'm not dating nobody that didn't have both of their parents because that was the old way of thinking for me, but it came from a place of truth. Because men who have had both their parents in the house and had a dad who was willing to sacrifice and was willing to deal with all the BS and the ups and downs and the hoop jumping of a marriage, those men were more suited for pursuing a long-term relationship and marriage with because they had saw it modeled for them in their home. They saw the benefit of that. They saw what the give and take was of that. And so sometimes as women, we don't see what our choices consequences are. Because people, oh, it's all these single women households. Yeah, it is, but why? You can't ask nobody but the single woman. You chose to lay down and have a baby with somebody, and then, they ghost. That happens to everybody. Okay? However, there's no fault. There's no, oh, you blame. Oh, you was a bad girl. Oh, you didn't do this right. No. It's just life. It's just circumstances. You know what I'm saying? You play the cards you dealt. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Nobody got time to be whining about why a person is a single parent or not. Okay? On the same token, as men, you guys need to realize that the reason that you have this fear of rejection and abandonment is because you already went through that as a child and it's stamped on your brain. You know what I'm saying? Like a parent leaving or a parent not being there, whether it's your mother or your father or whatever the case may be. At some point when you become sentient of the situation around you, like this kid got both parents, but you don't got both parents. But then this kid going on summer vacation, but you don't never going on vacation. All these different things. And then you start adding up the situation, right? And then just because a mom is a single parent doesn't mean ain't a man in the house. Now, whether that man is worth a hill of beans or not, that's another episode, which is not for today. So, one of the things that came up was that women are quick to leave the marriage, especially professional, educated women. They'll leave the marriage, they'll leave the man. And so there's this fear of abandonment, and there's this fear of you're just going to leave. What came first, the chicken or the egg? You need to ask yourself. If you acting like a darn tootin' fool, I'm trying not to cuss. A rootin' tootin' fool out here, and somebody leave you, why do we have to have a discussion about that? Okay? Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to ask yourself, everybody shows up to these situations differently. I can speak from my own standpoint. My mom and dad taught me everything. Okay, they taught me how to fix a car. They taught me how to put up drywall. They taught me how to. Me and my dad, we made lasers, and we went to the hardwares and the little, what you call them, junkyards to get pieces for various things that we would be working on or building, fixing cars, whatever the case may be. I did everything with my dad. And because of that, I believe that I was given a blessing to be able to know that, I could do a whole bunch of stuff. And it's not that you need somebody to do that, because the flip side is my mom, beautiful, okay? She was beautiful. She still is beautiful because she still living. She 85, but anyway. So yeah, so my mom, beautiful, wearing her mink coats, jewelry my daddy bought. They used to get all dressed up in their suits and go party, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, hey, I used to put on my mama high heel shoes, walk around the house and try to put on makeup and everything. I put on a wig. She had this nice afro wig. Anyway, so I grew up in a home where femininity was natural and normal. And where my dad was very respectful, but yet at the same time took care of my mama and knew that he could go but so far. Now, don't get me wrong, they used to fight like cats and dogs sometimes, but they loved each other. And their fights was just stupid stuff, like stupid stuff, nothing major. But they did. They had disagreements, etc. But my mom, we had dinner every day at the same time. We had to sit at the dining room table. We ate and got the plates together when my dad got off work. And we sat there as a family. We ate the food. And then we watched TV until TV turned off. And you know what I'm saying? We watched the 6 o'clock news. And everybody went to bed, washed the dishes, cleaned up the house, and started again until Friday. And then my parents would put on their fancy dancing clothes and head out to the club to dance and have a good time. Now, I say all that to say that when I hear these young men say things like, women are leaving, women are doing this, I think about it and I say, young man, you need to recognize something. And I don't know if your older heads told you this, but a person doesn't leave things that serve them well. You don't have to worry about your woman leaving you. You don't have to be perfect. But you got to, number one, try. You got to, number two, accept responsibility for the things that you do in a relationship. And number three, you got to let that woman know that you see her, that you respect her, that you know that God didn't just put her on this earth to be your wife. That's things she wants to do. Even my housewife mama was a hairdresser early on, and then later on she got a accounting degree and was summa cum laude or something. I remember because I had to go to the graduation. Like, dang, she got better grades than me. Shit, I never got a degree with the laudes. I got close with my MBA. I'm saying, but she did that to prove to herself that she could, and my dad paid for it. Why? Because he needed her to know that she was more than a housewife. Why? Because she wanted that. And as Black people, we gotten away from loving each other and supporting each other. It's always, I'm going to put you in your place because I got the money. Okay? Black people, y'all been watching too much Leave It to Beaver or something. I don't even know. I said, we don't roll like that. We always hold each other up. Coretta, Malcolm, everybody. That's what we do. That's what we have to do. We have no choice. Okay? So when I hear these men saying, Black women too strong, Black women too this. No, we ain't too nothing. We were born and bred this way. Okay? Look at your mama and your grandmama and the rest of them, okay? All y'all like, oh, Big Mama, she do this, she do that. Big Mama can put her foot up your ass. But when you come in the house clowning on your wife and she speak up for herself, she stand up for herself. Oh, you got to go out here and get with the stripper now. No, you need it to be checked. And if you keep disrespecting that woman and she leave you, guess what? You deserve that. You deserve it. Because as black women, we don't never just give up on our men. Now we give up on a lot of shit. But people don't be giving up on these men. You know what I'm saying? And so you have to look at that. You know what I'm saying? So there are things that happen in relationships. And you've got one party or the other who is just feeling like they don't have to take this, right? So as a black man, your thing is, okay, women getting divorced. I was a divorce attorney for a decade, and I'm gonna tell you so many reasons people get divorced. Not to mention been there, done that myself. The point is this. One of the main themes is this. Men often turn their back on a marriage and don't leave. And I know some men like right now who will pay the mortgage, the car, the house, every bill under the sun and got $50 to get back and forth with. And they will be around the corner sleeping with Betty Sue. And Betty Sue know he ain't got no money because he gave all his money to his wife. And Betty Sue will still be with him. Okay. So that happens because you have someone who feels like I have an obligation to my family and I'm going to take care of my family. But I'm going to silently hurt her because she made me feel less than. So I'm going to go over here with Betty Sue when I'm supposed to be at the grocery store and I'm going to hit back at her. That's some old cowardly dog crap. Okay? You want to hit back at somebody? Let me tell you something. I'm straight in your face. Okay? I ain't hitting you in the back. I'm going to hit you in the eye, in your face. You're going to see it coming. And what we have gotten into doing is to not using our vocabulary. Okay? When somebody hurt you, tell them, hey, you hurt me. When somebody makes you feel less than, you have to say what it is. Okay? And this happens in sex. It happens in the relationships. It happens in the finances. You got people trying to meet expectations that nobody told them to meet, but it's just ingrained into this unspoken world. Okay? You can't live like that. Okay? And so it creates a horrible place for a couple to be, and then it just takes away the trust. So when I look at some of the reasons that some of the men were given for saying that they didn't trust women with their hearts, right? And so that was a major theme in some of this stuff. And so I think men can get together and talk to each other about insecurities, etc. Like with their good friends, stuff like that. Not here, right? But those are things that they won't even talk to their spouse about. And then this was another thing. So women women usually, let me tell you, do you know how many people I was watching that show? What's the name of that show? Anyway, it's one of them reality TV love shows. And so these women were in therapy. They had therapists they was paying for. They was going to therapy, counseling, etc. I went to therapy and counseling in both of my situations. And in both of my situations, the other person did not appreciate, want to, or go to the counseling. And so after X amount of counseling sessions, as a woman, you're like, oh, Got wings. I can fly. Get the fuck out of here. Okay? Because someone's not trying. And if a person isn't trying, you have to ask yourself, who on this planet um wants to give their life? I'm talking about death do your part. Who want to death do your part with some person that's not even trying to please you? Okay? And then that trickles into the sex. So you don't go to therapy with your wife. You mad because she don't have sex or she don't do oral, all these other things that you want. She don't feel connected to you. If a woman don't feel connected to you, she's not gonna give her everything to you. Stop. Ooh, what's wrong with you? And then y'all be out here giving with Susie around the corner doing everything. Susie ain't do. Let me tell you something. And this is where we get real. Susie ain't doing everything because she love you or she like you. She might like you. And then it don't even matter if she like you. Susie's doing everything for you because Susie don't have a man in her house. And Susie needs money and or help. Now, I'm never going to hate on a prostitute for prostituting or a woman for having sex to get what she need from a man. I'm not going to hate on that. Why? Why? Okay? You do what you got to do. Okay? And some of these men are out here with younger women, other things, and they just think, ooh, it's everything. And and then by the time their wife that gets up in the 50s and stuff, and now she divorcing you, 40s and 50s, and you think that 32-year-old want to be with you, run out of some money. Okay? She don't want to be with you. She want that money. And this is the part that men don't get. It's like, you run around here chasing after the booty. Look at that booty. She's so beautiful. Look at that booty. She looking at you like, where them dollars at? Where them dollars at? Where them dollars at? Where them dollars at? Okay, and that ain't no damn song just to be a song. She real talk like, where them dollars at? Okay? She can jump on it and twerk on it and do all of that when you got them dollars connected to it. But ask her butt to show up when your ass have a heart attack or hip replacement or anything that requires you to need someone to care and nurture for you. Where's she at? You the man. You the man. You the man so bad you should have stayed with your damn wife. See? So people don't look at the intrinsic value of being in a real relationship, not this internet bullshit, but a real relationship with a real woman and a real man who are both willing to sacrifice. Okay? That is what we are lacking. Real talk from real people. I look at it like this. Trust is a two-way street. And as a woman, a black woman, especially in this world, we getting attacked at every direction we go. Okay? We're getting attacked from that community, our own community, sexual assault, molestation. I was in the United States Air Force, like a lot of military women. Okay? Giving up my life, willing to die and be maimed or whatever the case may be for my Mickey freaky country. And there's people in there chasing you down, trying to rape you. What the fuck? You know what I mean? You can't win for losing out here. So with that in mind, you have to ask yourself, am I willing to put my all on the line for a man that is subject to reject me, abandon me, take away my self-esteem, make me feel less than because he hurting. We all hurting. You know what I'm saying? We are all hurting. We have to be able to sit down with someone and say, this is what hurts me. And because as a woman, yeah, people are like, oh, you gonna get married again? And I'll be like, no, that's not for not wanting to get married again. But I'm just not taking no shorts. Okay? I'm just not. And that's only because I'm fucking tired. Okay? I'm tired of being everything to everybody. And then what I get. What was that? That Snoopy commercial. When Linus or somebody asked him what he get. And it's, I got a rock. I feel like I just got a bag full of stones for all the love my heart done gave. Oh, that shit ain't funny, but it's funny. But yeah, sometimes you feel like shit, I got a rock. Fuck that shit. Anyway, the point is this. So when I see this situation where men are getting up in age, and even the young ones, they do it too. But I think the men that are a little older are the worst with this. And they just don't, they're vulnerable. And they feel that. And I know that my dad and my mom growing up, as I observed them looking backwards, I didn't feel that vulnerability. And my mom used to do sat on and go to Alabama like in a New York, be like, you making me mad, I'm going to Alabama. And my dad would be like, okay, you need some money. Because he knew you'll be back. But he knew, okay, she needs to blow off some steam. Stop feeling like her life isn't important or whatever was going through her mind. But the point is, these men of old, they didn't waver. You know, they didn't sit back and come up with a strategy like, I'm going to go over here and screw Boo over there, and then I'm going to go get Betty Boo over there, and then I'm going to go get Big Shirley around the corner because I need all these women to make me feel like the man I want to be. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? No. My dad, me and Eric, the ones who was doing good, because everybody ain't doing good, but they was just, I'm going to work. I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to be the man I am. I got to go to work. I got to manage people. I got to get shit done. And hey, she coming back. And if she don't come back in a certain amount of time, and that couple know what that amount of time is, then all bets might be fucking off. Bertha May will always be speeding back up 65, right in the nick of time. So the point, we just don't give each other the room to be vulnerable. And we're not giving each other the respect either. And so when I think about the expectations of some women, and so they talk about, oh, you want a man to be 6 feet and 6 figures and this and that and this and that. That's bunk, okay? Because you're at a certain level in your life and you want a certain kind of man on that level in life, then you need to be on that level in life, and then you can go in and out of the doors that man go in and out, and then you can meet a man like that to be with. However, most men that are in that level of life and they got their money and their education, whatever, they run around here looking for a housewife. Not somebody who working 50, 60 hours a week. Okay? That was my problem. I started out with more than my ex-husband. And then when he started getting it, he was like, wanting me to be a housewife. And I didn't want to do that. And he also was like, didn't want me out in these streets. And I was just like, no, I am going to accomplish these things and I got stuff I want to do. And after we got divorced, you know what? He got him a housewife. Okay? Both of them, eh? Anyway, so being this professional woman is, but I'm gonna say I'm different because I happen to be a hard charging business machine, but I'm also Betty Boo. Hey, let's drop it like that type of girl too. You know, is this? You have to get into a place where you realize that your titles, the alphabets that it took you so long to get after your name, that can't be it, ladies. And it can't be it men, because let me tell you something. You could be, let me tell you, when I was in law school, I used to see dudes that was like higher level professionals, lawyers. And once we start practicing laws, meeting these dudes, they lawyers, whatever, I wasn't attracted to them anyway. And let me tell you, I was attracted to people like my daddy. People who could do stuff, like fix stuff or just have the whole other opposite side of book knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I needed that. So you have to balance it out. Like, what does this person bring to the table? They don't have to bring to the table everything that you bring to the table. Because I'm going to tell you, my second husband knew everybody. Okay. And that came in handy. That came in handy down in Mobile. And I'm starting my business. And that's the thing. And then I'm going to actually say that both of my ex-husbands were more outgoing than me. They like people. They like to smile and be out talking to people. Now, me, I like to have fun. I like to go out. I like to drink. But I like to stay in my bubble. I don't like people around me. They both was extroverts. The life of the party types. And I found out how to use that for business. Worked out. So these are the things you got to think about. We have to be receptive to how we can provide value for each other. Okay? Okay, a marriage is not a business. However, it is a value proposition. I have to feel invested in you just like you feel invested in me. Because you know what? You take care of your investments. Okay? There's people out here take care of their dogs better than they take care of their spouse. Resonate on that. As we think about what men can do to empower women and to be there for us, the number one thing is communication. Okay, you got to communicate. And it ain't gonna always be, baby, you look beautiful. No, sometimes you gotta be like, you know what? We used to be like this and that and this and that, and now you just don't want to do nothing, don't want to go nowhere, don't want to comb your hair, out here looking cray cray. And big sissy Sue Boo down the street is looking pretty good these days. When I gotta come in here and look at you looking like that. See, because men are visual. And so, yes, you have to have those discussions. And ladies, you need to tell your man, look, I know you saying we don't have sex no more. But you don't make me feel comfortable no more. And so you have to be able to tell someone, I need to feel loved. I need to feel like you want me. You want me to be all like pole dancing and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You got to make me know that you want me. Okay? The pole dancers at the pole dance club, they just don't jump up on the pole. No, you got to give them some money. You don't have to give your spouse no money. You don't have to give your girlfriend no money. But what you got to do, you better show it appreciation however y'all show appreciation. You know what I'm saying? Wash some dishes, take the kids out for the weekend, cook, do what she want done sexually gratifying that you don't like to do. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But there's a give and take to this whole thing. You can't get mad that you're not getting the sex you want, how you want. You don't verbalize it. And women, and I know a lot of women who they get to a certain place and they don't have sex no more, and then they man out here. I ain't blaming them, and I ain't blaming the man. I ain't blaming nobody. It's to each his own, boo. To each his own. But if you want to have a healthy, vivacious, loving relationship, you better figure out the pleasure principle, as Janet Jackson used to say. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just a part of marriage. And so as we think about men and their infidelity, because women do it too. But so many people are like, I'm going to get you back. If I'm dating somebody and they say I'm going to get you back, guess what? You ain't going to get nothing back. You're going to get ghost, okay? I'm done with you. Get you back. Get you back? What the fuck is that? And we got a problem we need to talk about. We need to figure it out and make it whole. We need to solve it. Get me back. I'm not going to get you back. No, I'm going to get the fuck out of here, okay? Get back. I'm supposed to go out here and screw somebody because you screw somebody? It ain't even about my religious convictions or all of that. It's about my body. Okay, I'm not just throwing my body on a fucking crap table for you. And then what? I go screw somebody, I get AIDS or something because you messed me up. Oh my God, how stupid is that? Get you back. I dated somebody's like, I'm gonna get you back. No, get gone. How about that? The fuck is you talking about? Get me back. Okay. Some things are just stupid. Anyway, so as we think about how we interact with each other, the word sympathize, right? Empathize, compassion. We have to have that for each other. Okay? See, because you can have a best friend and something could be going on with that person and you just, I have to beat her. It's my friend. It's my friend. But let it be your husband or your man. And you, he cool. No, people are hurting. People just don't think about other people. And that is the true demise of relationships in the Black community. In every community. Because people don't think about other people. People think about themselves. People think about their wants, needs, and desires. And they don't really, people are selfish as can be. Anyway, you got two kind of peoples in this world. Maybe three. Yeah, you three. Maybe four. I don't even know. But I'm just saying. You either a straight up kind of ride or die, 10 toes down to the ground like me. That's what I am. Or you just a fake backstabbing ass, don't want to let your guard down because you're insecure and just a little scared little puppy. Yeah. I might have got carried away with that one. You know. But the thing is, you have to look at your situation. Look at what's going on. And determine, like, why is this person so shady? So insecure. You can only give them so much rope. But eventually, the rope's supposed to run out. I know people in relationships where the rope run out and they just go get another rope and tie that bitch up and be gone. You know what I'm saying? Dude in the next state and you still tying on ropes. Them the men who feel like she make me, she got me like this. Let that rope go. Let that dog run. Let him go. You can't hold nobody. How they say, don't save him. He don't want to be saved. want to be in these streets like a dog. Anyway, and so you have people like myself. We straight up, hey, I care about you. You care about me. I'm down for you. But if you fuck me over, all bets is off. And people are like, oh, well, you mean? No, I'm not mean. Just got options. You got options. I got options. You out here around the corner with Sunny Sue. Don't nobody say anything to you about that. I got options too. You think I'm gonna sit here and let you make me feel bad about myself? You think I'm gonna be in a marriage with you? And then when I get older, I can't get another man now because I'm just hateful and I done ate myself into a tizzy because you was out in these streets cheating. And now I'm older, I'm in bad health, I don't have the same looks and everything that I used to have. And now it's like I gotta stay with you by default, which you don't have to, but it is. And so now y'all both just going through the motions in the house with one another. That's not the life I see for myself. When you are in a situation and you say that you're going to commit yourself to this relationship, you're going to commit yourself to a marriage, whether it's a marriage or a long-term relationship, whatever the case may be. Like I said, I'm a straight up kind of person. I like to win at everything I do, whether it be relationship or friendship or whatever it is. So if I'm with you, I'm all in. I get all back out. It's what people get to showing me. This ain't not all in. I deal with your bullshit, your shortcomings, but you can't deal with mine. Why they do that at? I'm not going to have sympathy and empathy and compassion for a man that don't have the same for me. Now, there are men out here, and I've met them that are, like I dated this dude. He was in the military too. This was recently. But anyway, and he just really was very apologetic about some of the things that I had gone through in the military. And I was like, you didn't do it. And he's like, no, I didn't. But I was around men who did things like what them dudes did to you, and I didn't do nothing about it. Y'all know I actually had to hold back the tears when he said that. No guy in the military had ever told me that before. Now, that was so comforting because it was a way of a person saying, I got you. I know you needed help. And in hindsight, because I like you, I see how you are. You're so fun and da. And I was like, man, I was depressed. I had to go through so much stuff to get all that off of me, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, man, I just hate that you went through all that. But at the end of the day, that's all we all want, right? Is to be loved, protected. I'm going to tell you, if you don't deal with your issues, how can you link up with another person? You have unresolved anger, unresolved fear, unresolved abandonment issues, mama issues, daddy issues, drug issues, probably drinking issues. You got all these issues and you short for a relationship and then mad because it don't work out. Well, you fucked up. How you think it was gonna work out? How that's supposed to go? How you gonna do a good job at anything when you're not even at your full capacity into what it is that you're doing? And with that said, I got to plug my book. Sometimes we all got to deal with our own shit. On Amazon, Kindle, and paperback edition. Sometimes you got to say, how am I showing up? Over the course of 30 years or more, 35, maybe even 40, because I'm only 55. Yeah. Over the course of the past 35 years, I have continuously recognized and identified areas that need improvement in my life. And when I wrote that book, sometimes we gotta deal with our own shit. I thought I had my shit together. Come to find out, not so much. But today is another day. And as far as I am today, I got my shit together. I'm sure by the end of the year, I'm gonna find some things that need to be fixed. But you gotta be willing to do that. You gotta be willing to say that. You gotta be willing to accept that. What's my last thing? The first thing we all have to do when we really want to deal with our shit, whether it's in your marriage or your relationship with your kid, whatever it is. Number one, grow a pair of balls and let people know what you will and will not stand for. Have some boundaries. If you don't have any boundaries, then you won't end up not even having self-respect for yourself. When they say my word is my bond, let me tell you, my word is my bond. If I tell you got this many times to get this ish right and you don't get that ish, guess what? Okay? You gotta let people know I'm not playing with you. You're not a child. Like I told my peoples, I was dating somebody for 5 years. And I told this person like at year 2 or 3, no, probably year 3, I was like, look, I ain't kicking it with you no more after 5 years because I'm gonna be 50. And then, oh, you tripping. Women be glad to have somebody like me. Like, hell yes, because I'm not finna be your forever girlfriend. What the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? I can't even get a social security check if you die. You know what I'm saying? I gotta think about my personal retirement. Okay? You ain't trying to retire with me? Then shit, I need to go to the next man. Okay? Because I don't want to be by myself, but I can be, and I will be, and I will do that shit wonderfully. But that's not where I'm trying to be. But if you think I'm gonna be your forever girlfriend, you got another thing coming. Because I ain't gonna do it. I need some benefits. I'm giving benefits in this relationship. I need to know some benefits gonna be coming back my way. If you can't bring me no benefits, then I gotta ask myself, what am I doing with you? I go on vacations, I go on cruises, I go overseas, I do all kinds of stuff. This shit costs money. Why should I take out of my pocket and we supposed to be doing a we thing? If you cannot make your mind up about a person, guess what? Leave that person alone. And ladies, have some boundaries. Okay? I've been abstinent for 2 years or more. And why? I'm not getting other people's body fluids on me. And I don't know them. Okay? I ain't no child no more. When I was in my 20s, I did all the dumb shit a person could do. But I'm 50 now. So no, I'm not just jumping in and out of bed with you. Because that's going to make me feel bad about myself. And I don't feel bad about myself because I'm fucking beautiful. I'm wonderful. I'm a queen. Queens don't kick it with jesters. No. So, no. Discipline. Have some discipline. Men, have some discipline. You ain't got to screw everybody to smile at you. What the fuck? That's whatever y'all alone. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, them young girls, they just want some money. I tell you, I watched this little video thing. These girls be walking by with the big old fake booties, and then the man be like, hey, my name is ABC. And they be like, bye. And they keep walking. Then the man go jump into a Bentley. And then the woman come back. And then they be like, hey, you gonna let me in your car? And they be like, oh, you walked past me. She sure the fuck did, because she don't want to be bothered with you. You going up to some broke girl walking down the street, wasting her time when she trying to make sure that she can pay her light bill or something. And now you think it's a big aha moment that you driving a fancy car, which signifies that you might have some money. Does she want to be bothered with you? Don't be a fucking idiot. Yeah, she want to be bothered with you. You think she went out there? That ass wasn't free. Them asses is $6,000 to $10,000. Huh? She need a ROI, a return on her investment. Don't be a fool. I get sick of men. You blame women for everything, but you are being an idiot. So, with that in mind, what I want to say is don't be a people pleaser. Get some boundaries. Say what you want. Say what you need. Work with someone if they're working with you. If they're not working with you, deuces. Life is short. And I'm going to say what I say in other videos. One person goes into the casket when you die. It's not a joint project. One person. Okay? So, with that in mind, act accordingly. If you're not getting what you need out of this world to give you the grace and the space and the love and the joy and the peace to go gracefully when it's time to go, pew, get your ass out of there with that man. Oh, yeah. And that goes for you dudes too. Anyway, this has been Deliberations with Sonya. We're going to do part 3. Yeah, next week. And part 3 is about sexual healing. Yeah. See, I tiptoed into the lily pond a little bit about some of that, but we ain't going to talk about it till next week. Okay. We're going to get raw and we're going to get rugged because there's women out here. Oh, he this, he that. Girl, bye. You think you ain't got to screw this man? Okay, the fake booty girls, she ain't even got no education. She knows she got to screw the man. The fuck? It's on your mind. Anyway, this has been Deliberations with Sonya. I'm going to give it y'all. Holla at me. Bye-bye. Where's the